Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Jones breaking from the contact. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Freeman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
On first down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, Ryan dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
Play action. It's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Go left. 18.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw is Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that This pass rush, they know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the ends, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, over here.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gotta go. 12.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Tempo, tempo. Zebra, zebra. Right left, check 51, check 51.
Wilson now, operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep. It got his man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go 14. Let's go 14. Big jumbo. Big jumbo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now running right through it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready, black 25. 49.
Now Ryan. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Takk McKinley bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So
there's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Again, they'll run with Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's a 4-yard pickup. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Freeman again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. His throw incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Now it's Ryan being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, It's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, it's Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them.
Wilson wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now.
And we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Hayes in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.